Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a situation where there seems to be no way out. Bills are due, the diagnosis is bad, your family is falling apart, or you feel like your purpose is slipping away. In those moments, it's easy to say what you see, to speak doubt, fear, and frustration. But I want to tell you something today that can shift the atmosphere around you and within you. God makes the impossible possible. Say it once and something stirs. Say it again and faith starts to rise. Say it a third time and now you're not just repeating words, you're making a declaration. You're declaring war on your doubt. You're speaking life into the dead places. You're proclaiming what heaven already knows to be true, that with God all things are possible. Let me tell you something, my friend. Your words have power. The Bible says life and death are in the power of the tongue. That means what you say matters, what you declare has weight. When you wake up in the morning and the first thing out of your mouth is, God makes the impossible possible, you're not just saying a nice phrase. You're planting a flag in the ground of your day and claiming it for faith. You're aligning your mouth with the promise instead of the problem. You see, too many of us spend our time speaking about how bad things are. I'll never get out of this. It's too late. There's no way this can change. But God is calling you to change your confession. He's calling you to speak what you believe, not just what you see. And sometimes, to believe something fully, you've got to say it more than once. That's why I want you to say it 3 times. God makes the impossible possible. God makes the impossible possible. God makes the impossible possible. Because every time you say it, you chip away at the lie that says he can't. You knock down the walls of fear and unbelief brick by brick. Let's not forget that God created the world through his words. He didn't form the universe with his hands. He spoke it into existence. Let there be light, and there was light. That same creative power flows through you when you declare his truth. When you say, God makes the impossible possible, you're not just making a statement, you're echoing the voice of creation. You're releasing God's presence into your situation. Now I know some of you might be thinking, it can't be that simple. Just saying something can't change my situation. But I want to challenge that, because when you speak it, you're not just reciting magic words, you're building faith. You're stirring up belief in your heart. And Jesus said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can tell a mountain to move, and it will move. You don't need a sermon. You don't need a perfect track record. Sometimes all you need is a whisper of truth repeated with the force of conviction. God makes the impossible possible. It's a battle cry. It's a lifeline. It's a spark of hope in a dark place. There's something spiritual that happens when we say it out loud. It's like we're speaking directly to the situation, to the mountain, to the storm, and reminding it who our God is. And the enemy hates it. He wants you quiet. He wants you defeated. He wants you stuck in fear and despair. But when you open your mouth and declare God's power, you break his grip. You take back territory that belongs to you. And I want to say this, don't just say it once and forget about it. Make it your rhythm. Say it in the morning. Say it when you're driving. Say it when you're crying. Say it when nothing makes sense. Because the more you say it, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you start to live like it's true. God didn't bring you this far to leave you stuck. He's the God who parts seas, shuts lions' mouths, and walks on water. He's the God who raises the dead and gives sight to the blind. He is not intimidated by your problem. He is not overwhelmed by your circumstance. What seems impossible to you is possible for him, and not just possible, but already underway. He's working behind the scenes even when you can't see it. So speak it, declare it, don't just think it, say it. Say it until every ounce of doubt begins to shrink. Say it until the storm starts to calm. Say it until your soul remembers who God is. God makes the impossible possible.